So I know how it might feel to like talk to people and like say that you came across someone that's like spewing out this information that you know that isn't true. Like more specifically, something about religion. Say that, you know, you're whatever religion and this person is spreading like misinformation, and like when you hear them speak about these things, you get upset about that. And it's because you know, just like how a majority of people know from your perspective, that the religion you believe in is true, you know what I mean? And what you believe in is correct. So for this person to be spreading this false information, it makes sense why you would get so upset at it, because you are so passionate about what you believe in, and you just have this loving heart to where it's like when you meet people like that, you have to spread the knowledge that you know, and you have to try your best to convince this person of the truth, you know? And you have to get this person to understand that the way that they believe in isn't correct, and it's not right, and it's not true, so they shouldn't be spreading that information. And you just want people to really see from that perspective. And so that's why you get so upset when, you know, this person says a certain sentence or they say something and it actually like triggers you and it bothers you because it's not true, you know? You just don't like that this person isn't spreading the right information, and that's why you're upset. So really what it is that you are being triggered because there's some type of belief on the inside of your mind that's making you think that there's a trigger within you because something that they've said you probably believe in, and it's conflicting with the religion that you already have. And so that's making you upset. And those are things that you have deep down, not something that you would like bring up to the surface and tell people. And you put that off as, well, I'm getting upset because of them trying to spread false information. But it really has nothing to do with that. It really has everything to do with the fact that you either believe something that they're saying, or you aren't 100% confident and know whatever religion that you are, you know, believing in to be the truth. Because this is the thing, like I used this example before, and actually met someone who also has used this example, but like I'm brown and I have brown skin. If someone told me that I'm faking that and that this is actually a tan and that I actually painted my skin and I'm really a white person, that would not make me upset in any capacity, because I know this to be false information. You know what I mean? It's not even anything to address, like it has zero effect on me. I think the most I would do is probably laugh because it's like literally ridiculous. But you know what I mean? That's just a good example. Like think about if someone tried to tell you that you were, tell me that I was like Caucasian or white, you know, and whatever skin tone that you are, if someone tried to tell you that you were not that, like that would have zero effect on you if you knew, and you know what I'm saying, what you are. If you are one of those people that knows for a fact that what you believe is true, and so whenever you hear someone speaking about nonsense, it kind of bothers you because you feel like they shouldn't be spreading nonsense, and you just have this strong urge to tell them the truth because you know this to be true, and they deserve to also know the truth, and maybe they just haven't spoke to the right person to come to that realization yet. So you have the perception that if you have this conversation with them, and if you tell them about everything that you've went through, everything that you've experienced personally with this specific belief, and that's why you believe in it because you understand that it's true, and that's why they should believe that it's true, this video is for you. I understand how it can feel to want someone to understand you and to grasp what you're trying to say to them, especially if it's something that you are perceiving as important, like some type of religion, for example. If you have all of this knowledge and you just feel like you have this duty to spread this to someone and to try your best to get them to understand and to believe you, I'm just going to let you know that a lot of things are projection, and you should really ask yourself, what is it really that's making me feel like I need to push this religion onto someone, or I need to push what I believe onto the next person, and when they don't believe it, I get upset, or when they don't believe it, I get angry, and I start to feel these negative emotions when this person I'm trying to convince about something that I believe in doesn't believe me, and I get upset about that. That's something that you should really ask yourself, because a lot of times, like, when you know things for yourself and it's for yourself, you're not gonna get upset about the next person not believing that. And so knowing that things work like that, like where you know this to be true, to where it's like someone trying to convince you that it's not gonna bother you, why would you be getting bothered by someone else saying it is true? A lot of times there's some people that get triggered by someone not believing in certain things, or they're explaining their side or telling you about something, and on the inside either you have that similar belief where like you kind of have some doubt within your own religion, or you feel like what they're saying is making sense. So because you maybe are afraid of that, because that means that you, in your perspective, you think that that would be going against yourself or your religion to even see from someone else's perspective, and so you get upset at that, and you're trying to push off that negativity onto them and just be like, well, what you're saying is stupid, and it doesn't make sense and all of that, because it wouldn't make sense for someone to have any effect on you if you knew what you knew, and there was no other, I guess, counter beliefs or any of that. All in all, it's a similar thing. So whenever you get that upset and someone has the ability to cause that much of a tug within your emotions, it's because there's some type of insecurity or some type of belief within yourself why something like that would bother you. And really what's going on is you're going so hard to try to convince this something or talk to this person about this for two reasons. It's either because, again, you have those insecurities on the inside of you and beliefs, like misbeliefs or whatever deep down inside, where you aren't actually all the way convinced about your own religion or whatever it is, to where that's triggering you, and you feel like by convincing them, that's also going to convince yourself. If you're able to convert this person or change their perspective, it's going to give you that sense of, okay, you know what I'm saying, the way that I believe is correct. I was able to change this person's mind. So it's a means of trying to convince yourself from convincing another person, but it's mainly to help convince yourself. The other way is if you have some type of complex where you believe that it's like a superiority, I said that weird, it's like a superiority complex where you feel that the knowledge that you have is more valuable than anyone in the room, or you feel that you are more intelligent than everyone around you, but it's like religion based, so you look down on these people around you that don't have the same belief as you, and that also is why you're trying to spend your life trying to convince other people to believe what you believe. And yeah, but the main one that I usually see a lot of times is where you're taking your time trying to convince someone that what you believe in is true because you're trying to convince yourself, and that can be very hard to believe in. And I just want to say that if you end up being triggered by anything I spoke about in this video, that could be why. Like, every video that I make is out of love. It's to bring light to things that people may not be aware of. This is not to bash or diminish anyone in any way. It's not to like cause anyone pain. It's just mainly just about bringing awareness and to help people understand the deeper meaning behind certain types of actions, because there's some people that will still put the blame on other people outside of themselves and think that they're doing certain actions because of something else outside of them, when a lot of times it's literally because of your own self. And it's because of, again, you know, you might be trying to convince yourself for some reason, and you'll get that sense that you're looking for whenever you feel, if you are, oh my gosh, you'll get that sense that you are looking for when you're capable of convincing another person, because in turn that's proving that it's real or true to yourself. So you're trying to convince yourself through other people basically. But if you resonated with anything I spoke about in this video, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing so that this video reaches someone who may also need to hear this message. Thank you and bye.